It's not uncommon that you see an adult calling a child a bad boy or a bad girl for saying no to something or throwing a tantrum when asked not to do something. But do you always take the time to think about what the actual reason behind their reaction is? Often young children throw tantrums when you ask them to do something against their will. It is because obedience doesn't come until a certain age, and till then, children are driven mostly by their natural urges to do things. They cannot think of anything beyond that, even if you force them to, and it results in confusion in their little minds, leading them to a meltdown. The more you keep giving the wrong commands, for instance, asking a child who is immersed in play to come and eat, the more resistance the child shows, and it makes it easy for the adult to label the child as bad-tempered or stubborn. Obedience is a self-attained trait rather than an imposed one. You cannot force your child to obey you. It doesn't work that way. They'll go against you when you're not present. Disciplining your child is not your duty. A child has to learn to discipline himself. What I intend to explain in this video are the 3 levels of obedience so that you better understand your child and their responses and expect from them only what they are capable of doing. Obedience is something that grows in a human just like how the physical characteristics develop. It gradually unfolds in a human being. Montessori observed that there were 3 levels through which obedience grows and takes its form in a child. In the first level, the child can obey sometimes but not always. So it may make you wonder why your child refuses to do something that he or she was okay with doing a little while ago. At this stage, the child can obey only when what you ask him to do is in line with what his instincts drive him to do. Anything other than that will be rejected, and we need to recognize and accept it. Obedience at all times is something that children are not capable of at this stage. If the child feels the urge to spill the milk, he'll spill it even if you ask him not to do so. This stage exists roughly between the ages 0 and 3. There are a few things that we as adults can do to make sure that our children are not showing unacceptable behavior by disobeying us. We must take care to give commands that are only acceptable by the child. You can use techniques like redirecting and giving choices at this stage. I've explained all these techniques in detail in a number of previous videos. In one of them, we talked about how to bring about self-discipline in a positive manner. If you haven't watched that yet, please check out the link in the description box. Take the example of a child who wants to leave the tap open and play with water. Instead of asking the child to turn the tap off, you can just give him a bowl of water and tell him that he could play with it. This way, the child gets to fulfill his need of playing with water without wasting so much of it. This was just one example. Always keep in mind that children of this age are not ready to accept your commands and go against their own will, and if you are forcing it on them, you are hindering their natural development of obedience. Would you expect a 6-month-old to walk and force it on him or her? This is exactly the same as that. Rest assured that your child is not going to be disobedient forever. It is a completely natural phenomenon. At the second level, that is by the age of 3, the child is able to think from another person's perspective, and he is driven not only by his own will but also that of the others. Most of the time, if not always, he'll readily obey orders even if it goes against what he is driven to do. His willpower is mostly under control now, and his self-discipline is more developed. But remember, even at this level, the child cannot always obey. It's not like before though, but obedience hasn't completely formed yet. Most people take this level to be a stage where you expect the child to readily obey you at all times. But you might still see that the child is not fully capable of it yet. Sometimes he still falls for his natural urges, and he shouldn't be blamed for it. It requires so much patience to deal with children at this stage because our expectations from them are quite high, whereas they are still working on developing their self-discipline and obedience. All we can do is give them the necessary support and freedom that they need. The third level is a beautiful stage where the child actually seeks instructions from adults who he always looks up to and admires. It could be his mother, father, teacher, or a caretaker. At this stage, that is when the child's obedience is fully developed, you can hardly get something out of your mouth before the child has started to do it. He is testing his own capabilities of obedience. It is as if the child's pleasure comes from doing what the adult requests. To reach this level of obedience, a child needs to be given the freedom to develop through the previous two levels and naturally gain control over his or her willpower, rather than we adults expecting them to copy us or do what we want them to do. Practice positive discipline techniques which make sure you're not hindering their natural urges to do things. Only through the proper exercise of the first two levels can the third level be brought about. We should take care not to be judgmental about any child, not just ours. You really don't know which level of obedience the child is going through and what internal processes are going through those little minds. As we always say, no child deserves to be labeled naughty or bad. On this note, I would like to end today's video. Do comment below which of these levels you think your child is at the moment. If you like the video, please click the like button and share it with your friends and family. And if you are new here, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.